This is so crazy. The things that I never thought I would do. We are reseeding the banks where it's been destroyed in Asheville, North Carolina. I just met these people. They watched me practice my fire flow, and we started talking, and he asked me, do I have a cup? And I said, yeah. And then he showed me how to throw seed. And this is so crazy. What is my life? We're gonna go plant seeds with them because honestly, like, what else are we doing? And I don't know why we're here, so let's talk to people. Yeah, why not? What is happening? I just met this lady. She just sang to me, and she filmed me practicing with my torches. They weren't lit. She's a swim instructor, and she knows a lot of the burners out here in Asheville. And today's wild. What is happening? You know how when everything doesn't make sense, something kinda-ish does? That's what's happening right now. So I drove into Asheville, and I've been parked in this same parking lot since I got here. I have not left because my appointment is tomorrow. So I was like, I'm just gonna be right here. The river's right here. I can practice my fire show. I can do whatever. I can just have a day of no movement and just gather my pieces, you know? And this has been the most interesting day. Today's been crazy. I'm gonna eat this salad. I'm gonna go back to practicing, and I'll see you guys in the morning when we head to that shop and hopefully have a better time frame of what's going on. What the heck? Like, do you live in that? Or is that your daily driver? What am I... Asheville is kind of weird. Good morning. So, today, other than it being freezing, we are gonna go to another shop who does work under our insurance warranty. Right? Okay. Honestly, I haven't been sleeping very well because I don't know what the outcome of all of this is. And I just need someone to actually, like, tell me what is next. Like, I guess we're gonna get into a little bit of more explaining as to why I'm so worried about this once I have coffee. Breathe, babies. Breathe. No. There's no bed, Jane. Yeah. Are you more awake now? Alright, now that we have this one moving and grooving, kinda, we definitely need to get a move on it because we have like 45 minutes and a 25-minute drive to get to this shop. If I'm a little bit late, I don't think they'll care at all because they haven't assessed my van just yet. So they don't really know what they're working on exactly. That's another big fear that I have. I still have the original shop in my back pocket just in case. Just in case. 2 seconds, Jane. Hold on. Hold on. Jane, you're okay. I'm just starting the van. Jeez. Oh boy. We are not off to a great start. So the guy that we're supposed to talk to, he's actually at a physical therapy appointment and he won't be back until 11. It is 9:30 in the morning. So I totally could have went to Planet Fitness, showered, become a person, felt better about myself, did all of this. But this is where communication, like, if I have one pet peeve about anything, it's communication. Like, this guy is the one who told me to bring it in the morning. Why he didn't tell me about his physical therapy appointment and that I probably don't need to be here till noon, don't know. But that does kind of, that pisses me off. I think the one thing that I do have to say, because now I have to drive 19 miles back to Planet Fitness that I already passed, I am 3,000 miles until this warranty is done. Okay? So the more that I drive, the closer I'm getting to that cutoff point. Okay. I have to speak out loud to, like, get my thought process moving. Okay? Number one, now that I have seen that shop, because, like, everybody says, follow your intuition. And that shop looks like a junkyard. Like, there is every type of vehicle mangled and just parked. Like, there was barely any spots for me to pull up into the driveway. And, like, I get that that company is part of the TechNet program, and so I would be able to extend my warranty, but that company is in the middle of bumfucked Egypt. So there is not even a grocery store around. There's not a Planet Fitness around. There's nothing. So it's like, I'm so torn, dude. I'm so torn. Well, we're gonna hope for the best. I'm just gonna shower and I don't know. I have to remember that the goal of getting a second opinion is also gaining more information. And so even though I've been turned down by many shops at this point, I need to keep trying. That's the goal. I can't lose sight of the fact that I need to understand. Okay, we came back to the shop. We just have to get answers. That's pretty much it. We just have to see what this guy says. That's what it is. Just have to see what he says. We're trying because this doesn't make any sense. I'm confused why we're talking about a motor when I'm talking about injectors.
Right, but you said, you just told me you had a brand new motor put in.
Correct.
Okay, whoever put the motor in, okay, didn't put the injectors back in, okay? You didn't just go and have an injector put in. They will not cover that.
Okay.
Because you had a motor put in.
Right.
So whoever put the motor in, they're the ones responsible for the injector coming out.
Okay. So now I'm on the phone with the original shop that put my motor in, so we can have a better understanding of what I'm actually supposed to do, because I'm tired of this runaround. I don't know what to do. I seriously don't. That was a 5-minute phone call that just gave me more information. So when they did my motor, they never, which in all honesty, it's my fault. When they asked me if I wanted to remove and replace the injectors with the new motor, I said no. And so this is a failing injector. It's not a new part. It's from the other engine. Well, I already had this feeling. When I walked back into the shop to see if I can make an appointment, I got told no. They're not willing to take on this project. They're already 3 weeks out. And that's a no-go. They only have one mechanic, and that's just not happening. So we're back at square one. Now I know you got strength. All right. Wow. All right, so now we're at, honestly, a campground that looks like a campground, but it's not a campground. It's like a day use area, dog park, whatever. But we're going to take a few moments to reassess some things. Grab the paperwork, the phone, a snack, and some water. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I learned. This warranty doesn't do nothing for me, and actually I should have been using this warranty a hot minute ago. So we're gonna call back this warranty company and see what we can get reimbursed to us, because apparently the things that they cover, like they would have paid for my fuel filter, they would have paid for the alternator that I replaced on the side of the road in Idaho Springs, Colorado. So I'm gonna see if I can get some reimbursement for some of the items that I have repaired. And I need to read this thing entirely over and make sure anything... they would have taken care of my oil filter. Okay. We're gonna go through this whole thing step by step, and we're gonna call this guy back. And if they... there's my alternator. Okay. And then there's rear disc brakes and rotors. Let's go grab all the paperwork. I'm gonna try to recoup as much money as I possibly can off of this before I move forward. So we need to, it's crunch time. And I'm hormonal. Don't fuck with me. Okay, we got the claim started. The only thing that they said is that they cannot reimburse me on any of the work that I've done myself. However, when I got my axle replaced, they also replaced my rotors, and they also replaced my brakes. I'm not seeing it on this really weird paperwork that they gave me. So I'm gonna call this shop back in Mesa, and I'm gonna ask for a detailed description of what work was done on my van, so I can put in an actual claim and get as much back as I possibly can. So I called the shop in Mesa. The issue with the shop in Mesa was they were in a transition period, and the person who was doing my paperwork was not a paperwork person. They're normally a roadside person. And so what I'm looking at does not give me the description of parts that I paid for this van. And so even if I wanted to, like, say, get an aftermarket warranty or anything like that, I could not do it with this invoice. what they're going to do right now is they still have both things, the orders and everything that took place, and then they have the closed invoice. They're going to try to reopen the invoice, make the changes, and then close the invoice. That way I still have a payment and they don't have to do a re-estimate or whatever. So hopefully we can recoup some of our money back, because even if it's like $500, okay, that's something towards, that's something, you know what I'm saying? We're getting places. And that's the goal. That is the goal. So as long as we're slowly taking steps forward, we're not taking any steps back. We did get denied by a shop. They said, see you later. We don't want to work with you. That did happen. Whatever. Who cares?
This roller coaster went on for days. I won't bore you all with the crazy ups and downs and how many shops I actually went to. I don't even know where to begin. Ultimately, the outcome of this is not great. It's not what I thought. It's not what I wanted. And I don't know how to even move forward. What can I do? I've pretty much come to terms with the fact that it's not going to be covered by warranty. It never was going to be. And I've always said that van life was a 5 to 10 year plan. Well, guess what, honey? I'm 5 years in. So what is next?
Don't get mad.
What am I supposed to do about that? I've weighed out a lot of options. And I think the final outcome of what I came up with, it might shock you.
Good girl.
But just know, when you're in my position and you have to stand in front of the decisions I have to make, you don't know. Just like I don't.
Honestly, I'm just going to keep recording. I don't know how all of this is going to come together, but good morning, guys. So, I found another shop, and they're willing to look at the van. They're also under the TechNet warranty to where I can have this part of the engine covered by a warranty. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. They know that I live inside the van. They're trying to fit me in. It is a Friday. I have no idea how this is going to go. But we have to keep trying. That's the ultimate goal. We have to keep trying. We can't give up. We do, however, we were advised to remove the horns so they can get to the engine. So we're gonna have to remove the horns, which I kind of already knew. Like, I knew that was gonna be an issue even when the van finally got worked on. So I probably should have removed the horns a while ago, but I've just been rocking it. Like, I don't know. I'll just strap it to the roof rack or something. Most of this is honestly on with zip ties. So that's the easy part. Doing the wiggle wiggle method. It's working. Wiggle 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 wiggle. Dude, this thing is hanging on, man.
You trying to take that off? You trying to get it off?
Oh, I can do it. I got it on here.
You need some cutters for zip ties.
Oh no, I got cutters. They're in my hands. It's okay.
They're my scissors. Them ain't cutters. Need some dikes.
No, we just, well, yeah, but I don't have those right now. So we doing the wiggle method.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. This is the first place that has asked me to remove the horns. So to be completely real, this is feeling kind of promising. Because the last 2 shops I went to, they didn't even look at the van. Like, they didn't even step out of their office to look at the van at all. They simply told me some mechanic jargon and was like, I don't know if this is a project. This seems like a project. It kind of seems like your project van already. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. So is that a no? You know what I just realized? I just, like, proudly displayed dangerous acts by white women. When that guy offered a pair of dikes, why didn't I just say yes? That's white people shit. I get it now. I fucking get it now. That's white people shit. Oh my god. That just sunk in. Wow. Okay. Fuck. The hood is popped. As soon as I took the horns off, they were like, okay, we feel more comfortable. Let's look at this beast. This is more than any of the shops that I've gone to, besides shop number 1. But this is shop number 11, guys. Let's just be real here. This is shop 11. I think the main reason why I haven't stopped recording is because I have gone through a lot of engine issues, all of that, right? And most of the time, I'll be real, I get really depressed. I don't know how to share it. I feel like I'm gonna get judged because I messed something up or I went about it wrong, or I don't know how to properly adult, you know what I mean? And so, and I also don't know how to take suggestions or anything. Like, if someone wants to act like an authority over me or a superior over me, I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that at all. I will fight you till the end. Like, so I have a problem. And I know that. I recognize that. That's fine. But that's another thing why I want to keep recording, because I don't think that people realize how the struggle of living on the road actually is. And everybody is so scared. They're like, oh, someone actually just commented the other day on my video and said that having a breakdown and putting their van, bus, whatever they end up with on a tow truck is their biggest fear. You can't fear anything, okay, that you are not actively learning and pursuing to prevent. You can't fear that. You can't fear it. And if that don't make sense to you, rewind, listen to it again. It's plain as day. You cannot fear something that you are not actively pursuing and learning to prevent. Let's wait for an answer. All right, so we got news that we wanted. We are inching our way towards Black Death. That's what we're doing. So essentially, the injector that is popping out, he said that I have a fuel line leak up front, which I've known about, and that it could be the cup or it could be my head. The head could either be cracked or the cup inside the head. These guys are basically saying, drive it till it dies. And I mean, I'm 5 years in on van life, guys.
Let's honestly be real here. I'm 5 years in. I've gone through 2 engines. I've sunk more than $80,000 into this van in engine repairs. Actually, probably closer to $90,000 in 2 engines, a transmission, a motherboard, an EGR, you name it, I have changed it. So, I don't know what's next for me. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm glad that I kept on trying. And I think we're just gonna... I don't know. Alright, this is gonna be the longest vlog ever, but I wanted to keep everything in it. I'm gonna tell you guys everything that's happening. And this is what's actually happening. Right now, it's Friday. There's a huge storm coming through right now. And on Monday, I'm limping the van 20 hours. Yep. I'm limping it back to a location where if the van does end up in a shop, I have a place to stay. I have people who care about me. I have a network. I have places to work. I have, you know what I mean? So I don't really know what's next for me, but I know that I need to limp my van 20 hours and across 4 states. At minimum. Yep. So, I don't know what's next, guys. But I'll see you on the next one.
I'm not even kidding. I'm so terrified. I should have parked somewhere else. I have watched a transformer blow up.
Oh my
2 streetlights just crackle and explode like a firework. I'm terrified to go to sleep because I'm right next to the river that literally rose like 10 feet in 10 minutes and flooded Asheville. I'm parked 20 feet from it. I'm parked 20 feet from it. I'm fucking terrified. We're just awake. I've drank like 6 cups of hot tea because I don't want to drink coffee because I don't really want to be awake. But I'm too scared to go to sleep, so we're just binge watching whatever the heck this show is. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just watching it. It's a distraction. And I keep checking the river every time a commercial comes on. I just get up and I check the level of the river. And then I come back to bed. And then I get up and I check the level of the river. And I come back to bed.